Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today in this video tutorial, we are going to model this earring. Let's start by opening a new part as always. We create a new part document in SOLIDWORKS, and then first thing that we are going to do, creating a sketch in right plane. This will be our guide sketch. This is 29. Construction geometry, and here a line. Both they are going to be construction geometry. Also we will make a mirror here. When we add one more will be our plane sketch, but it's okay. Now this is our first step. Let's keep it here like that. We are in front plane and we create a new planes, and we select front plane and then reference geometry 2 mm distance. We create plane 1, and then we go again repeat the same process. We click front plane, we go reference geometry, and then we flip direction. This will be our second plane. There is one thing wrong. This will be 1, in total will be 2. Sorry, if you want me to show sketch again, we can go back. Yes, something like this. Once you are done with this operation, we go next step, and from plane 1, we create a sketch. We click our spacebar and we look normal to. We start with a line and we come back to our point, and then program automatically gives me an arc. And then here also by continuing tangent, I do create my relationship here. And these two will be construction geometry now. Let's give values. This is 175. This 15. And this is 0.1. Very small. It is done. This was first operation. And now we go on the second plane and look normal to, and almost same operation. Line, coming back point and having an arc there, and then continuing with a tangency. Here 27 degree, 175 and 2 mm. Last thing here, we should give the height between two objects. There is 5.5 mm distance. This is what we are looking for. That's good. Now we will do loft surface with surfaces. Basically we click loft, click this point, click another line, and then we create our object here, first object. And then I will show my tool sketch. As you know, once we are done with an operation, SOLIDWORKS automatically going to hide that sketches. Now first thing that we are doing here, creating our tangencies, our curves. For that we will go create on front plane one sketch, or you can say plane 2 here. We convert our existing arc there, and I will go create here one more line. I do use a lot of helping lines in order to have easy dimensioning and positioning. Normally this line also 29 mm from origin from bottom to here, and then this will be 0.25, and later on just here one spline. We will say here a tangency, also here to this line a tangency, something like this, and then we are going to give tangency values. Here we have 25, here we have 12. We created here a spline. Maybe it is going to be hard to see from the objects. I will hide some of things to make for easier. Behind we have now one spline, and now we will create second spline, which will be in the right plane, and from right plane we are opening a new sketch, and basically there we are going to create second object from this point to this point. And when it's done, I will show you in 3D dimension, then you are able to understand what is exactly. And here I will play with my tangency values. Here I have a 50 angle and 10 tangency values. What we did, we start from the line here, which is outside, and we combine to this existing point. What we are going to do with this, we are going to create a 3D dimensional line, 3D dimensional curve, in fact, with project curve. We click to sketch, and you will find out now what is the result. As you see, we create here one nice 3D dimensional curve. We will now repeat the same operations for second one. We look from front plane, we convert this curve or existing arc, and we come to same point. We could hide curve 1. Here the dimension from bottom will be 29, and I create here two construction geometry again to constrain our part easily. Here tangency, here also will be tangency, and then we will give now values. Here we have 25mm tangency value. Here we have only 15. As you see, we created here one object like this. After this operation, we will do the second, which will be another way around combining to our point a spline, and then we will again combine these two spline into a 3D spline, 3D curve. And I am starting from here and I'm coming to this point. Here we will give one tangency, and here I will play a little bit with my geometry, and here this tangency value is 50, and here we have 10 degree at first, then 38. Here will be our tangency value, which combined on this point. If you are really having difficulty to understand the steps in this video, please don't hesitate to ask me the 3D model I can share with you. And then we go project line. We combine now two spline again. And then when we look to our two curves, as you see on the screen, we have this kind of spline, two combined spline, in fact. And then I do hide unnecessary sketches, and now we go again loft. We combine this two profile with basic loft operation, and then we say okay. Mostly our model is done. This was the hardest part. And after this operation, first thing that we are going to do, making a mirror. And after this operation, under surfaces, we are going to need surface. We select everything. And then once this is done, we are going to make 0.2 mm thickness operation. And as you see, model is now a solid part. Then we do make a fillet with full round fillet. We select 3 different surfaces, which should be successive. We create here one radius, like we round the edge. For each box you need one object, and once you are done with this, you can go to next step, adding fillets on it. This will be a normal fillet operation, and radius 0.1. Simply we could click surfaces. I think surfaces will help me to select all the related outer edges of part, and then I don't need to pick each edge. Sometimes that can really consume a lot of time. I would like to see first and say my program okay. And here we have a little problem. I think we didn't select this surface. We also select this surface. All internal and outer surfaces should be selected, and then we are done. Now we can give some color on it. Copper, we can say, for example, now, which is looking nice, plain white, very shiny. Let's go to next step. We go right plane. On the right plane, I will go create here a circle. I will use these points, and I place first a construction geometry in order to find midpoint of this radius, in fact. And then this value will be 0.75. And then we are just basically through all both cutting. We are again on the right plane. We do create here one sketch. At the center, I place one 0.5 mm circle, and then I do move like this L shape and converting them to a construction line, and here 1 mm high. Because of the alignment, I'm always using these helping lines. After this operation, we go to revolve, and axis of revolution will be this object. No merge result, and we can give another color to on this one. Right click body, like a black one, and then I select my front plane. I will complete last operations, sketch, and I pick my line. We can convert this object in order to find midline, and after that I place here my real objects. This will be one, and here construction geometry, sorry, and then an arc. In fact, we can also do again like how I did before. Maybe it's easier for you. You pick a line, you click on a point, and then you come back. You then automatically get an arc. Again, you come back to this point, and then you have one more arc. Again, once you are done, you complete an arc and then continue with a line. I do find very easy, instead of each time going and picking here some things. This can be very useful for you. Now we will put our dimensions. This is 2.5. This is radius 4, and this is radius 2, and here we have radius 1.5, and length of this line is 4. We will go make here a 55 degree, and later on this edge will be 3.5. Once you are done with that, as you see, our sketch is completely black, and that means fully defined. Then we can go to next step. Reference geometry, plane, and we select our line. Let me show again. Reference geometry, plane. We are going to create a normal to plane to a line. I picked first line, and then I do click to point. That's why I create in this point a construction line, then I continue to the normal line. Here then I will create a sketch. Line again will be here, circle here 0.5. Once you are done with that, we go to next operation. It is swap. Because sketch was selected, it went here automatically, and now I choose my path, and here I'm saying okay. Program for me combined with this ring, and then last operation, guys, we go create here a reference geometry 0.5 half, and I will hide the old one, and I do create here one circle. Circle diameter will be 0.65. Or was it a little bit bigger? Sorry, let's make it 1 and see. I place that one circle, and then a helix 0.25 pitch, 7.5 revolution, and starting angle is 90. We'll start from this plane, as you see, ending and starting. Once you are done with that, you can activate your front plane, because front plane passing through this section, and I will go create here a circle. With control button we clicked our helix. While it's pressed, I do choose my here object. Sorry, I lost it. It should be in the starting point. We are in the wrong place, I think. Again, I will go back there. Point and spline, sprawl. Here we do make our radius value 0.249, because if I do make 0.25, because of pitch also 0.25, this operation will be failed, because there will be zero thickness between two objects, and program will not be able to handle with that. And yeah, as you see, it is looking a little bit bigger. And now we go helix, and that operation which we use for creating helix circle will be 0.65, and let's see what's the result of that. Yes, something like this we were looking for, and you can add additional radiuses on it. And this is done, and we will choose our right plane, some offset plane, like let's say 5 or 6, 7.5. Let's make. I will create a 7.5. Later I go pick a mirror. This two body will be mirrored, and our operation is done. Yeah, this is looking a little bit bigger now. Let's make it 5. Yes, it is done. I hope you enjoyed with the video, and I hope it was good enough slow to understand every step. I'm trying to make slower videos to make sure that you are snapping every important point. If you have difficulty with building this model, please do ask me 3D model. I can share with you that, and you can see all the details. If you like my video, please make comment and hit the like button. That was very important for me. See you then in another video. Thank you for watching.